Hi, and welcome to the Perham Show. I'm Gail Langner. Very honored today to be with Pastor Phil Arndt, and he is the pastor of the Community Alliance Church right here in Perham. And welcome. We're so glad to have you.
It's good to be here.
And I understand you're new in the area.
I am new in the area, very new. Less than a month.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
How do you like it so far?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. My wife and I are both small town kids, and we like the small town atmosphere, and we love just the idea that you can get to know people, everybody that you see on the street, basically. And having been in big cities before, we like the atmosphere coming back to this.
It is neat. I'm originally from Michigan, and when I first came to Perham, I was just welcomed with open arms. And I think you're going to find the same thing.
Oh, it's already been really well, really good.
That's good. Well, we're right here in your church, and I know not everybody knows exactly where you are.
The easiest way to get to us is we're on the north side, and we're right off of 3rd Avenue Northeast, and there's a little sign out on the main street there that says Community Church, but
this big.
This big, yeah. So, but we are right here in the middle of this subdivision, so it's kind of hard to find. But once you know where we are, it's a pretty easy place to see.
Well, I live a half a block from here, so I know exactly where you are.
I wish everybody else did.
Oh, and I see the cars coming by. Do you have two services that you do?
We have two services. We have one at 9 o'clock and one at 10:30 on Sunday morning.
Okay, all right. Any difference at all, just other than the
no,
time?
Oh, the time is the only difference.
Okay, all right. And again, what time are they?
9 o'clock and 10:30.
And 10:30. Okay, great. Well, I understand that you have a very interesting background. I think the people in the community would love to hear about that. Can you share that?
Yeah. We spent 12 years as missionaries in Russia, my wife and I and my family. And we spent most of the time in the south of Russia, near the Black Sea, very close to Sochi, where the Winter Olympics are going to be in 2014.
Oh, neat.
And spent most of our time doing theological education in a Bible college, as well as helping to administer the field that we were with over there.
Okay.
And so lots of stories, lots of challenging time. The language is very challenging, but very rewarding. We really loved our time in Russia.
Obviously, you have to be fluent. Right?
It takes about 10 years to be fluent, so we were kind of just getting there as we were getting ready to leave.
Okay.
So
what brought you there?
What brought us there, we really felt like the Lord had called us to be missionaries. And at the time we went out, Russia was just a new field. It was in the mid-90s. They were really in the throes of communism having been overthrown. A lot of economic problems, but a great openness to the gospel. And so we took advantage of that, and we have some good language abilities, and Russia's not an easy language to do, and so it was a good fit for us to go over there and be there. So
that must have been a big decision.
It was a big decision, and but one that my family and I don't regret at all. My kids loved being there. We have 3 kids. They all grew up there, basically, and they really look forward to the time and the opportunity to go back that way again.
That's incredible that you were able to give them that experience. Well, now you're here, so I'm sure you've got some great plans for your church.
We do have great plans. I mean, the church is a very exciting place to be in this period of time. We're really moving from what I consider to be a small church mentality to a larger church mentality, which has some changes in the way we do things and in the way we think and plan. We tend to have to think a little further down the road and think a little bit bigger as far as the way we do things, without losing that personal feel between the people themselves and the community.
Right, you certainly don't want to lose that.
So those are challenges in themselves, but we just see great things on the horizon, and so we're excited about that.
Be anxious to see what happens. And we're so glad you're here. Welcome to the community.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for being with me.
Okay, thank you.
Wait just 1 minute. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and now I'm here with Liz Swanson, and Liz is involved with the backpack program right here in Perham. Thanks for coming, Liz.
You're welcome.
I've actually heard about the backpack program myself, but for those of the people in the community that really don't know what that is, could you just explain really just exactly what the backpack program does?
The backpack program is a food program where we send bags of food home with children in Perham on Fridays. so that they have food to eat over the weekends.
Really? Okay. So you found perhaps that there were kids in the area that didn't have food on the weekend?
It's hard for a lot of people to believe, but there are hungry children right here in Perham. And they range from preschool age right up to seniors in high school. So we had attended, several of us had attended a workshop on understanding poverty. Okay. And the woman that presented that workshop was from Crookston, okay, Minnesota, and mentioned a backpack food program. And a few of us said, ooh, we need to do that here in Perham. And so that's how we started.
All right. How did you, how did you find out that there were kids that didn't have enough to eat?
Well, the referrals come from the teachers in the schools and the counselors.
Okay, so they're keeping an eye on it. They're keeping a heads up on that.
Yes.
That's good.
Myself and the volunteers that deliver the food don't know who the children are.
Okay.
It's kept completely anonymous, and we are just told what their locker number is.
Okay.
And then on Fridays we take and deliver the food. So it's the teachers that are dealing with the children and the families on a daily basis that get to know who's coming to school on Monday hungry.
Okay, so that's kept completely confidential then?
Yes.
Okay, so then you said you do this on Fridays?
The preschools we deliver to on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And the elementary, middle school, high school is all on Fridays.
Okay. What's that procedure? How do you do that? Does
food,
a group of you get together, or?
Yeah, I have, right now we have just over 20 volunteers that meet, and we are going to meet on Friday.
Okay.
And we set a calendar for 2 months at a time.
Okay.
And decide who can deliver on what day. And so the commitment that we ask of volunteers is just basically an hour and a half a week, once a month.
That's
is
it.
all that you need to be able to commit to.
Wow.
So that we have enough volunteers that it's not a large commitment, and then the food is delivered once a month to Calvary Lutheran Church.
Okay. Where does the food come from, Liz? I didn't mean to interrupt
you.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It comes from the food bank, North Country Food Bank out of Crookston.
Oh, okay.
So it's delivered to us at Calvary, and we unload it there, and the food is already bagged.
Okay.
So it's already a bag full of food. It's all ready for us. We add a piece of fresh fruit each week, and then the food shelf here in Perham donates a snack item that we put in every bag.
That's great.
And then the volunteers on either the Wednesday or the Friday come, put those items in, take them to the school, and put them in the kids' lockers. So we just know locker numbers, we don't know names.
So then that way they have food for the weekend when maybe normally they wouldn't.
Right.
Okay. So people in the community, Liz, what exactly, what would you need the most? Do you need volunteers to help? What kinds of things would you need?
Basically 2 things, I guess, is we're looking for volunteers that could commit to that time to come and help us pack the bags and deliver them to the schools, and also financially.
Sure.
We haven't done a big campaign asking for money. It's just been word of mouth, and people have been very generous to donate.
That's the way our community is.
Yes.
Right.
And the Friends of Friends group out of Ottertail does a fundraiser once a year, and the money from that goes to local food shelves and the backpack programs.
Oh, that is great.
So that's how we've done it so far.
So if they want to be involved, who would they contact? Would they contact you, or what number, or email?
My email is swanson@arvig.net.
Okay. Right.
And if they'd like to help to deliver, that would be great. Just contact me. Or financially, the bag costs approximately $4 a bag.
Okay.
So you could donate whatever you would like to donate, or we've figured it that it's about $144 a year to feed a child.
That's all. Okay. Well, that's good.
And that money can come to me directly or to Calvary Lutheran Church. The money funnels through them.
Okay. That's good to know. Good. Thanks for coming, Liz.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And if you have something that you would like to see on the Perham Show, please just give me a call, Gail Langner. My number is 841-2094. Thanks so much and have a great day.